Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Guys, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some almond fragrances for fall. We have both designer and niche fragrances on today's list. And if you love gourmandy, almond, warm, cozy type fragrances for the season, then this video is for you and I suggest you keep watching. Guys, before we get started with the video, please make sure you like this video, thumbs it up so YouTube knows you love my content, leave me a comment down below so we can get to know each other, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Okay guys, let's jump right into this video because I love almond fragrances and this video is long past due, okay? But before we get into the fragrances, I'm going to share with you some almond body care products that I absolutely love. So first we're going to start with L'Occitane shower oil in the Almond scent. Y'all, this is so gorgeous. It smells like almond, but it smells like almond and hair grease, if that makes any sense. And I know that sounds crazy, all right? But I'm just keeping it real. I know it sounds crazy, but it doesn't smell like an almond that you want to eat, but it definitely smells like almond, if that makes any sense. So for me, I get almond and hair grease, but in the best way possible. Sometimes you can smell some scents that smell like weird things like hair grease and it smells horrible. And sometimes you can smell scents that smell like hair grease and it smells amazing. This happens to be something that smells amazing. And in addition to the scent that I love, this is a shower oil, okay? This for me is the last step in my shower. Once I've used a bar soap and a couple of body washes and a scrub, then I'm gonna finish my whole entire routine with the almond oil because it definitely lathers and cleans your skin. It will cleanse your skin. But for me, I love this as a last step, as just like a little extra pampering. When it comes to pampering in the shower, y'all, I spare no expense, okay? And my time is my time. I love to be in the shower for a really, really long time, and this is why I'm always late, okay? But that's a whole nother story. So this is definitely a necessity for me. Like I said, it smells like almonds, but not an edible almond. It'll leave your skin looking and feeling hydrated, and I absolutely love it. The L'Occitane Almond shower oil. So L'Occitane also has an almond cream. I went through a couple of bottles of those. It's actually like an almond and milky type scent. I want to say that's the fragrance. It's like almond milk. I think it's an almond milk body cream. It's really nice. It comes in a glass jar. But the one that I wanted to feature in this video is by Malone, and this is the Amour Infinite body cream. It's obviously more than almond, but I mean, who wants to smell just like almond? Like, you want almond, but you want your almond to have some other things along with it too, right? So this is almond Amour Infinite. The scent of this is fall. This is fall in a jar, okay? And in the fragrance. We're going to talk about the fragrance soon, but this is fall in a jar. Guys, this is one of the most highly scented body creams in my collection. I have been talking about this since the start of my channel, and I will always talk about it. I will always repurchase it. I will always have it, okay? It is super potent. If you're somebody that doesn't want to wear fragrance, you don't have to wear a fragrance, okay? Because this is just that potent. Let's start there. And also, it's so silky smooth and hydrating. I'm going to show it to you, but I have to give a disclaimer, okay? The thing is with this cream, some of the consistencies of the cream aren't consistent, if that makes any sense. So I've had multiples of these in my lifetime, okay? Sometimes they're a little thick and sometimes they're a little runny. This particular jar is on the runny side. I can't turn it upside down because it'll all just spill out. It's more like a lotion than a body cream. Like, let me show y'all. Y'all see that? You see how it's slowly pouring out? That is the most watery I've had it, but the cream is still very moisturizing. It still has the oils in it, and it still smells very potent. So, you know, it is what it is. But let me show y'all how it looks on the skin. It just melts into the skin beautifully. It feels so silky smooth, and it smells amazing. It smells so good. Do you see that? Look at the hydration that it just provided. And that was just a little bit that I used. So even though it's a little runny, it's mostly oil, so it's fine. But look at that, y'all. Do y'all see that? Look at that. So look at the difference. I mean, I'm always moisturized, so you know. But look at that. It feels so super silky, soft, and smooth. It smells like the fragrance, like just like the fragrance of Myrrh and Tonka. I just love it. I just wish all of the consistencies were the same. That's my only issue. But it smells amazing, and I will continue to buy it, so it doesn't bother me that bad. The Myrrh and Tonka Body Cream by Jo Malone. Yo, that cream smells so good. All right, so the first fragrance that we're going to talk about today is a designer fragrance, and it's by Dior, and it's Poison Girl by Christian Dior. Now, this fragrance is almost done, okay? I love wearing this fragrance to bed. When I tell you, this has been my go-to scent for bed for the past couple of weeks. This fragrance is the reason why I'm doing this almond fragrance video. Because I'm like, how can I talk about this? Because I know y'all are bougie as hell, all right? Like, y'all be wanting to hear about all these expensive perfumes all the time, or all these exotic niche perfumes all the time. And trust me, I love those fragrances, and I love talking about those fragrances, but I'm not wearing those fragrances to bed. Sometimes I wonder, do y'all sleep? Do y'all go to bed? Because y'all cannot be wearing all these super powerful, unique, mind-blowing wow factor fragrances to bed. Like, I want to be able to sleep and sleep comfortably. I want to be on the couch cuddling with my blanket, cuddling with my man, watching TV, watching a movie, whatever, and smelling sweet, okay? Not smelling overly complex, not smelling overly out of this world. I just want to smell sweet and good, and this fragrance just does something to me, okay? I love it. It's a for life fragrance. I don't really talk about it like that because I know, like I said, y'all bougie. But it's a for life fragrance for me. It smells like almonds. It's like a floral candied almond, kind of like Gourmand in a way. And it just reminds me of bed. It reminds me of being comforted. My blankie, if you know, you know. We all have a blankie, okay? The blanket that I use on the couch is what I call my blankie. It smells all types of good, okay? This fragrance right here is very loud, all right? Like, it is prominent. When I put it on my pajamas, when I put it on me, I smell it all the time. Ugh, I smell it in the morning when I wake up, and I love it, okay? So in Poison Girl EDT, we have bitter orange, damask rose, rose from Grasse, France. There's almond, vanilla, and tonka bean. It kind of has a gourmand type of facet to it. Like, it almost smells like a little caramelly sometimes. It's floral, it's almondy. Like I said, it's a for life fragrance. I always have backups of these. It's almost done. Poison Girl EDT by Dior. The next fragrance is also a Dior fragrance, and it's Hypnotic Poison by Dior. Now, this one, guys, I will say that after this bottle, I'm done with Hypnotic Poison for now. I'm not going to buy it again for, you know, the next couple of years. I can't see myself buying another bottle of this right now because I've went through so many bottles of this. I don't wear it on date nights or anything like that. It is just a beautiful almond fragrance that I just love it so much. And smelling it now, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna try not to buy another bottle of this because I love it so much, y'all. But I've just had it for so long. And I know a lot of y'all are probably bored, yawning right now because y'all like, sis, don't nobody want to hear about Hypnotic Poison. But the girls who get it. The girls who know. This fragrance is gorgeous and perfect for the house, perfect for bed. I don't know about y'all, okay? I love to be outside. Let's start there. But when it comes to the fall and winter, most of my time is spent inside the house. And when I'm inside the house, I don't want to smell anything too overly nothing. All right. I like smelling fragrances just like this. And when I smell this fragrance, it reminds me of being home and cooking and watching a movie, watching Netflix or YouTube or whatever. Like, it's one of those fragrances that when I smell it, it just reminds me of comfort. And trust me when I tell y'all, you need fragrances like this in your collection, okay? Everything doesn't have to be off the wall, out of this world, out of space, unique, okay? Sometimes you need fragrances like this in your collection for days that you're just home, just chilling, in your pajamas, in the bed, under the covers. You know what I'm saying? You don't want anything that's going to choke you out. You don't want to waste your bomb expensive fragrances. You know what I'm saying? You want to wear a fragrance like this that's going to make you feel good. you smell good, and you're gonna look good too, okay? Hypnotic Poison by Dior. Next up, we have Myrrh and Tonka by Jo Malone. This is the Cologne Intense, guys. This fragrance is a beast mode fragrance on me, okay? This fragrance lasts on me. People compliment this fragrance when it's on me. It smells just like the body cream, and the body cream smells just like the fragrance. When you layer the two, when I tell you, they will be smelling you in London, all right? They will be smelling you in China, in Africa, all over. They're gonna be smelling you because this right here is potent, all right? I know a lot of people complain about Jo Malone fragrances and they say, oh, it don't last on me. I don't know nothing about that, all right? Because the way I spray, the way I layer, the way I indulge and just engulf myself in the fragrance, because I'm that much of a fragrance addict, I mean, they gonna be smelling me everywhere, and they smell me everywhere, okay? This is a gorgeous scent if you love almond fragrances, but it also has myrrh and tonka. It's a little spicy. It smells like it has cinnamon in this fragrance. I'm not sure if cinnamon is in here, but it just smells like the perfect fall fragrance, the perfect holiday fragrance. And if you love almonds, you will love this. You need this. It is a staple. I always have this. This is my third bottle. I never buy the large bottles. I don't like how they look. I don't like holding them. The small bottles are just so much more convenient for me. And I will always have this. Myrrh and Tonka by Jo Malone. So I told y'all that I love to spend a lot of my time in the house during the fall and winter. But don't get it twisted, because your girl be outside too. Now, on those weekend nights when my man says, let's go out, we going out, we're going on a date night, I'm reaching for a fragrance like this. I'm not saying it's my go-to date night fragrance. Like, I'm not only wearing this fragrance, but this is the perfect date night fragrance. It's by Initio and it's high frequency. Now, Initio fragrances gets a lot of play and a lot of burn here in Fragcom. But when I tell you high frequency does not get enough love, I don't know what it is. What is it? Have y'all smelled this fragrance? Y'all need to get your nose on high frequency, because this is a beautiful, creamy, spicy almond fragrance. It is gorgeous. It lasts on the skin. It projects. It smells amazing. It is just the perfect almond scent. I love it, okay? I love it. It's the perfect date night fragrance. So this fragrance opens up with magnolia, there's jasmine, there's vanilla, heliotrope, which gives an almond vibe. There's also almond, which is the almond. There's sandalwood, there's hedione, there's myrrh, vanilla, patchouli, heliotrope again, and hedione again. This is a beautiful, sexy, narcotic, you're smelling good, you're looking good, you're feeling good. It is the perfect date night fragrance or special occasion fragrance, but you want to smell almonds, because sometimes when you have gourmand fragrances, you probably don't think about wearing a gourmand fragrance like for a super special occasion or a dressed up occasion. You might want to wear something woody or rosy or floral or whatever, but this is a fragrance that's gourmand, but you can still dress it up. It still gives formal vibes. It still gives regal vibes. It is so expensive smelling. It is so sexy, and I just love it so much. And I feel like more people need to be talking about this fragrance. It is exquisite to me, and I absolutely love it. High Frequency by Initio. All right, guys, so this next fragrance is by BDK, and I promise you, every time I pick up this fragrance and look at it and wear it and smell it, I think about Lavishly Chi Chi. Now, I don't know if Chi Chi absolutely hates this fragrance or absolutely loves this fragrance, but it's one of those extremes. She either loves it or hates it, and whenever I pick it up, I think about her. I have no idea why. It must have been a video that she did. She must have talked about it really high or really low. But this is Velvet Tonka by BDK. Let me take the cap off. This fragrance, y'all, is a beautiful orange blossom and almond fragrance, all right? If you love orange blossom, it also smells like there's lavender in this fragrance, but there's no lavender, but it has like this lavender type of, you know how lavender has that smell? It has that type of smell to me, but y'all, when I tell you I love this, I love it. If you're watching Chi Chi, is this a fragrance that you absolutely despise, or do you love it? Because this one right here, I feel like it's a love or a hate. There's no in between with this one right here. It is so gorgeous and very unique, and I say get your nose on it first. Don't take my word for it, but I love it, okay? So in Velvet Tonka, it opens up with almond. Then there's orange blossom, tobacco, rose oil, tonka, bourbon vanilla, amber wood, and amorous. Y'all, this is an almond orange blossom fragrance, all right? It smells like there's lavender in it, although I don't see any lavender listed, but I feel like there might be a hint of lavender in this fragrance. There's the orange blossom, which is a creamy white floral fragrance that smells kind of citrusy. And of course, you already know what the almond smells like. And I love it. It's different. It's definitely different. It's definitely unique. And I'm always going to have this. This was sent to me, but I would buy it if I had to. As you can see from my dent, I love this fragrance. It smells amazing to me. If they did an extrait to this, I would be all over it, okay? I know y'all probably don't like it, but I mean, I love this. Velvet Tonka by BDK. The House of Oud bottles are undefeated. I said what I said. Next up, we have Almond Harmony by the House of Oud. So if you guys know anything about the House of Oud fragrances, their fragrances are very unique. This is an almond fragrance, yes, but it's unique. This fragrance also has petitgrain. Petitgrain kind of smells limey, it's sharp. It kind of smells like black pepper. So I can see this fragrance being off-putting for some people, but for me, I love it. It's different, it's unique. I smell the almond. There's also hedione and I think heliotrope in this fragrance as well. None of the fragrances on this list smell like each other, okay? So you can have every single one of them if you wanted to. But this one, I say get a sample or try to smell it if you can. Don't blind buy this fragrance because of the petitgrain. And I know petitgrain can be very off-putting to a lot of people. Hello, Memo Centra, okay? But I love the petitgrain. So if you like unique almond fragrances, then this is the one for you. Almond Harmony by the House of Oud. All right, so I know a lot of people aren't drinking cow's milk anymore. Y'all are drinking pistachio milk, cashew milk, peanut milk, all different types of milk. But if you're somebody that loves almond milk, this here fragrance, y'all, Kilian's Rolling in Love is a beautiful milky and lactonic almond fragrance. If you've ever smelled Blanche Bette by Liquide's Imaginaires, imagine Blanche Bette but with almonds, all right? This is Blanche Bette's cousin. This is her cousin. This is her cousin because they kind of give me the same vibe a little bit. There's tuberose in this fragrance, which is there's tuberose in Blanche Bette. There's a milky aspect to the Blanche Bette fragrance that smells like almond milk. I've told you that all the time, but there's actually almond milk in this fragrance. They're very different, but they kind of smell the same. So I'm just telling you that if you've ever smelled Blanche Bette and you love it, I feel like you'll love this because this is Blanche Bette, but with almonds. It is so milky, so creamy. This is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I will always have this fragrance in my collection. I'll get a refill when I need to. This fragrance is almost done. I don't know, y'all can't see because of the light, but just trust me when I tell you it's down here, okay? It's definitely all the way down here. The dent is denting, all right? I love this fragrance so much, and I will always have it. Like I said, it's like an almond milk type fragrance and kind of smells like cousins to Blanche Bette, and I love it. Rolling in Love by Kilian. So next we have another designer fragrance on the list. And if you guys are no stranger here, you know that this is my second bottle. I ran through that first bottle. Like, it was just so disrespectful how I did that bottle. You would have thought I had no other fragrances in my collection how I did that bottle. This is by Marc Jacobs and this is Perfect Intense. Y'all, I tell you all the time, this is not a safe blind buy, but when I tell you I love this fragrance down to the ground, okay? This smells so good. This has almond in it as well, and you smell the almond, but I will say that you also get a popcorny type of accord. You also get sesame oil. Do you guys cook with sesame oil? Whenever I'm sauteing vegetables like zucchini or bok chow or anything kind of like Asian, I always use sesame oil, and it's very, very potent and very strong, and just like this fragrance, okay? Even though there's no sesame oil in this fragrance, let me just say that, but it kind of gives me the vibe of sesame oil. It gives me almond, sesame oil, and popcorn. I love it. There's just something about the Perfect line by Marc Jacobs that it just has me eating crow. Like, whenever I feel like I'm too highfalutin and just too extra and too much for a Marc Jacobs fragrance, and I've been there, done that, then I smell Perfect and I'm like, yeah, I want all of y'all Perfect Marc Jacobs fragrances. Like, yeah, I'm that girl. Call me the Marc Jacobs girl, whatever you want to say. But the Perfect line, I absolutely love it. And Perfect Intense, listen, we could tussle. All right. I love this fragrance so much. Perfect Intense by Marc Jacobs. Okay, so you guys know I love cherry fragrances. I don't think that's a secret. But there was one point in my life when I said Tom Ford's Lost Cherry is the best cherry fragrance I have in my collection. And I have since ate a whole lot of crow soup, okay? Because Duchessa by Gritty came into my life. And yeah, Tom Ford Lost Cherry who? Now let me stop. I love Lost Cherry, okay? I'm just saying. This is on a different level. This is a cherry fragrance. It has cherry, but the almond in this fragrance is very prominent. That is why this fragrance is on this list. This could be in a cherry fragrance video, and it's in this almond fragrance video. It's a gourmand, creamy, chocolatey, fruity, almond cherry scent. Yeah, you heard me. And you smell all those aspects of this fragrance. This is a date night fragrance. This is a get dressed up fragrance. This is a special occasion fragrance. Layer this fragrance and get your life. Wear it on its own and get your life. Let me tell y'all the notes. So, okay, are y'all listening? Because sometimes y'all be driving and doing stuff. Are y'all listening? Hear these notes. It opens up with saffron. There's black cherry and bitter almond, peach and cloves, chocolate, jasmine, and sweet almond. There's iris and brown sugar. All right, y'all heard that? This fragrance said Lost Cherry who? Lost Cherry weird. Like, it's all about me, and I'm Duchessa, and I'm the best cherry fragrance in your collection. And I said, okay, sis, you got that off. You got that off, because y'all, this fragrance is so sexy. I love it so much. Like I said, you smell the cherry, you smell chocolate, it's sweet, it's vanilla, it's almond, it is everything. If you can get your hands on this, trust me when I tell you, you need it, okay? I have a 10% discount code on soavantgarde.com, and you can save 10% off this fragrance using my code Aisha10. If you love cherry, if you love almond, if you love gourmand, this is a must-have. When I tell you Gritty fragrances have me in a chokehold, they got my neck, all right? They got my neck, and they're not letting it go anytime soon, because every single fragrance from Gritty that I have in my collection is fire. And I have about, is that 10? It's a lot. It's a lot. And they're all fire. Fire when I tell you. This fragrance is everything. Duchessa by Gritty. All right, guys. So this last fragrance smells like Baccarat Rouge. I'm not even going to hold you. It smells like Baccarat. Now, here on this channel, we say Baccarat Rouge by 40. Yeah, we do. We talk about it. We say it. We spray it. We love it. It is what it is. If you say Baccarat Rouge 5 times in your mirror, Mason Francis Kirkjohn is going to appear. If you know, you know, okay? So the last fragrance on today's list is Baccarat Rouge by 40 Extrait. Y'all, the Extrait smells like Baccarat Rouge, right? It does. But the almond in this fragrance makes it top tier. It takes it to another level. It is gorgeous. Okay, I love it so much. I love Baccarat Rouge. I have so many memories with that fragrance. I'm talking about the original. I have so many memories with that fragrance, and it's a fragrance that is very sentimental to me. But if I had to say which one I love more, it's always going to be the Extrait, y'all. The almond notes, it's the almond note for me. It is so gorgeous, so creamy. It smells like Baccarat, but this fragrance will always do it to me. This fragrance always makes me weak in my knees, y'all. I love it. Baccarat with almond? What? I'm totally here for it. All right, guys, we've made it to the end of the video. Leave it in the comments below and let me know what almond fragrances you love. What didn't I talk about that I need to be talking about? Because y'all be knowing all the fragrances. So let's talk about it below like we always do. Remember, guys, to stay safe, be great, stay great, and always strive for greatness. AI the Great signing out, but I'll see you in my next video. Peace.